Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to more WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan softball live from Alumni Field. My name is Charlie Brigham. Alongside me, Ryan Buchmann, and we have a good one for you today. The number 20th ranked nationally Michigan Wolverines facing off against the Northwestern Wildcats, in which should be a very competitive, very exciting game. Both teams near the top of the Big Ten in the standings. Michigan currently sitting in first place at 20-4. Northwestern not too far behind at 21-7. We got a great one matched up for you on the mound for both teams. For Northwestern is going to be Danielle Williams, the lefty junior, and for Michigan, your trusty, you know her, you love her, Megan Bobian. Ryan, looking at both teams and looking at this matchup, what is the main point? What is the main point of emphasis for both of these teams?
I think what I've seen so far from Michigan this year is that they've been. I think it's been a pretty much a great pitching duel between a lot of the teams they faced this year. I think Megan Bobian's done a fantastic job this year, and I think one of the things is that I think coming out being able to pitch pretty fast here today, get out to a good start is going to be pretty key. I think for try to get a win today.
As Hannah Carson throws down the closing pitch, we are set to go. Leading off for the Northwestern Wildcats is going to be the lefty junior Skylar Schellmeyer. Northwestern rocking the all-purple unis today with white socks and white visors, as well as white helmets. Michigan in the home whites with blue pants, blue socks, and blue visors for those who are wearing them. Schellmeyer wearing that number 8 jersey. She's also starting in center field for the Wildcats. Give you the quick defensive lineup for the Wolverines. Left to right of the infield is Bump, Rodriguez, Jimenez, and Lou Allen. And left to right in the outfield is Kirsten, followed by Lexi Blair, and then Haley Hogenrod. First pitch on the way for Megan Bobian. First pitch looks like it just missed outside for ball one. Schellmeyer went to lay down a bunt. So here we go. Corners playing up. Both Lou Allen and Taylor Bump a little higher up. Jimenez and Rodriguez both in the baseline. Pitch number 2 on the way. This one catches the outside corner, called strike one. Schellmeyer pulled back once more, but count locked at 11. Megan Bobian has looked fantastic so far throughout this year. That 1-2 punch of Bobian and Alex Storako has been deadly for this Michigan team. A huge reason why they've been so successful this year so far. The 1-1 on the way. This one chopped foul, almost hit the Northwestern dugout. Ricochets back out to Taylor Bump, and Bobian now in the driver's seat. 1-2 is the count.
Megan Bobian doesn't waste any time getting to every hitter that she sees.
Bobian shakes off one side, now nods yes, going to the glove. The 1-2 to Schellmeyer. This one, change up, rung her up. One batter up and one sat down. One strikeout already for Megan Bobian. Through one at-bat, she looks fantastic.
Nice change up right there. That was beautiful.
Up next in the 2-hole, also playing second base, is number 11, Rachel Lewis. Lewis, a .366 hitter on the year, looking to get her team going. Fresh count to Lewis. This one right down Broadway, called strike one. Bobian looking confident out there in the circle. Lewis, the 5'6 senior from Liberty Township, Ohio. He's been a huge part of this Northwestern team so far this year. As I said, hitting .366. Advantage Bobian 0-1, check swing, and they're going to say, yes, indeed, that one caught the outside corner, so way out in front is Bobian 0-2. Outfield playing pretty regularly. Infield back to normal depth. Corners aren't playing up anymore. The 0-2 on the way. Check swing again. Looks like it just missed outside, so yeah. Rachel Lewis catches a break there. Bobian still out in front, though. 1-2 is the count. Jimenez takes a few steps back, playing just on the edge of the infield dirt. Carson gives her the sign. To the glove now is Beaubien. 1-2, change up. Slow roller over to Natalia Rodriguez. Fires it over to first base. Routine ground ball. And that's 2 up and 2 down for the Northwestern Wildcats.
That was a great strike right there from Rodriguez, and that was pretty much how you want to start this game so far. 2 up, 2 down.
So that is going to bring up the 3-hitter, Jordan Rudd. Rudd wearing that number 36 jersey, the 5'9" junior from Greenwood, Indiana. Looking to get something going here. With 2 outs, nobody on. Fresh count to Rudd. Change up, first pitch. Popped up lightly towards us, and that one's going to bounce right into the stands harmlessly in front of us, 0-1. Beaubien doing a great job hitting her spots. Stepping back into the box now as Rudd taking her time. Wide stance, that left foot almost on the edge of the batter's box. 0-1, just misses way outside. Hannah Carson slides over on that right knee to grab the outside. First time today we've really seen Beaubien miss by more than an inch or two.
Yeah, I think that's just a little bit of an experiment, trying to see to test how far the batters will chase.
1-1 to Rudd. This one swung on, popped up. Rodriguez settling under it, and that's 3 up and 3 down. As Megan Beaubien puts on a show in the top of the first, we're going to head to the bottom. Score 0-0. No base runners yet. Megan Beaubien, as I said, the 1-2 punch with her and Alex Duraco. The pitching has really been a huge part of Michigan's success this year.
Yeah, it has really been the biggest part of their success, and I think they starting to get into the heads of the opponent when the opponent can't really try to get any piece of any ball, and it showed in that first inning. I think nothing got out of the infield, and so as a result, I think this could tell us a sign of what this game could be, a pretty low-scoring affair again.
Those top 3 hitters in that Northwestern lineup are absolutely deadly. Huge to get through it without any damage early, but
yes,
that is going to bring up Michigan. As I said, the top 3 hitters in that Northwestern lineup are deadly. How about the top 3 in this Michigan lineup? Lineup has changed around a little bit. Natalia Rodriguez hitting in the 2-hole. We'll give you the full lineup. It's going to be Blair batting first, playing center field. Natalia Rodriguez, the shortstop, hitting second. In the 3-hole, as usual, the first baseman, Lou Allen, hitting cleanup, as we've seen her for a majority of this season, Julia Jimenez. In the 5-hole, Hannah Carson, batting 6th, Lauren Essman, 7th, Haley Hoganrod, 8th, Taylor Bump, and rounding out the lineup for the Michigan Wolverines is Sierra Kirsten. In the circle for Northwestern, as we said earlier, is Danielle Williams, a 1.8 ERA on the season, a 14-2 record. Appeared in 17 games, started 14 of those 17. 111 strikeouts on the season. I mean, the stats don't lie. She's solid through and through.
Exceptionally strong through and through. And it seems like, 111 strikeouts this year, so she's definitely gotten to a lot of hitters. And the records indicate here that they're both, Megan and Danielle are really considered in a lot of ways a similar pitcher.
Williams, a great two-way player, also hitting this year, .231. Set impact on both ends. Williams with 3 triples this year as well to throw in, so you know she can do it on both ends. But here we go. In the bottom of the first pitch on the way to Lexi Blair. This one hits the top of the strike zone right down Broadway, called strike 1. Lexi having quite the season so far, hitting .464. So after that first pitch strike, the second one on the way. This one looked like same pitch, a little bit higher though. Lexi doing a nice job watching that one go by. Count goes to 1-1. As we said, Blair showed up her freshman year, hit .406 on the season, Didn't have a full season last year, obviously, as no one did, as she swings on the third pitch and pops it up foul. That one's going to bounce harmlessly. Nobody gets to it. As we said, the average didn't quite show up like we would have wanted it to last year. But, of course, that shortened season, and she was hitting for strong contact, just couldn't seem to find holes. And this year, the progression seems to hold true, hitting 464, 39 hits, a team high. Throw in 9 doubles and 4 home runs as well, 15 RBIs. The 1-2 on the way. This one low and in the dirt, bounces past the ankles of Lexi Blair, and the count's going to go 2-2, even back up.
Gotta imagine it probably gets in the head of the pitcher sometimes of who's at bat. Sometimes it makes you very lenient to pitch a certain pitch.
Williams, a long arm stretched out windup over the head. The 2-2, this one hit hard right to first base and into the glove.
How?
What a catch right there from Nikki Cochran. That one hit hard to her right side, brought the glove across her body and caught it down by her ankles. That one looked like, if it made it through, might have been a double, but great defensive effort right there from Cochran, and Northwestern tallies their first out of the afternoon. That is going to bring up Natalia Rodriguez. Williams not wasting any time, going right back to the windup. Strike one is called as Rodriguez watches it go by. Danielle Williams almost quick pitching these Michigan hitters here, trying to keep them on their toes. 0-1. As Rodriguez shows bunt and pulls back last second, makes the right call. It's going to even out 1-1. In the hole for Michigan is Lou Allen standing over there, on deck for Michigan is Lou Allen. In the hole, Julia Jimenez. The 1-1 glances off the front left arm of Natalia Rodriguez, and we've got our first base runner of this contest. So 1 out, and now Natalia Rodriguez on first base, stepping up to the plate, the senior, Lou Allen. Allen's been spectacular so far this season, hitting .319, a team high 8 home runs.
Yeah, you see this year for Michigan, the top three players in the lineup have usually drawn a lot of walks, so I guess this is not unusual.
My apologies, I meant 6 home runs. I read the wrong stat there, but still, Lou, we know she can hit for power. And with the speed of Natalia Rodriguez on first base, any hit has potential to score. Fresh count on the way, changeup, swung on and dribbled towards the Northwestern dugout. 0-1, we're going to do that one again. In the on-deck circle now for Michigan is Julia Jimenez, hitting .303 on the season. Allen looks down to her coach, Carol Hutchins, over there on third base. Now steps in. The windup from Williams. This one outside. Ball 1. Jordan Rudd behind the plate looked over at Natalia Rodriguez, kind of gave her a little bit of a pump fake, but Rodriguez not phased. Count even at 1. This one to Lou Allen just outside again, missing in that same spot, low and away. Williams tried to go back to that same pitch he missed on in pitch number 2. Couldn't seem to find the spot. So 2-1. Rodriguez still on first base. Allen towards the front of the batter's box. As Rodriguez goes, caught, stealing. What a throw from Jordan Rudd.
Wow.
Rodriguez looked like she got a good jump, but the throw was just better from her knees. What a throw by Jordan Rudd.
That is so difficult to do. And I think she just saw it the entire time. I think with Natalia and Rodriguez on base, I think she becomes a threat once she hits base.
So 2 outs now. That last pitch was a strike. So the 2-2 to Lou Allen. She knocks it foul towards the Michigan dugout. That is huge if you're a Northwestern, getting a runner, especially a runner with the speed of Natalia Rodriguez off the base path.
Absolutely. Those come to be big key players late in games.
The 2-2 to Lou Allen. Swung on and missed.
Nice fastball.
So both teams put 3 up and sit 3 back down. Danielle Williams looking impressive so far. Gets the strikeout on Lou Allen, but the main highlight of that inning, Jordan Rudd tossing Natalia Rodriguez from her knees at second base. Rodriguez, as we said, got a good jump and has good speed, but the throw just better. It was both teams head back to their respective dugout, and Michigan takes the field. We would like to thank you for tuning in to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan Softball live here on YouTube. If you are not already, make sure to click that subscribe button and hit the little bell icon to be notified anytime we go live so you never miss a broadcast. We got a great weekend series for you lined up. Ryan and I are covering this one today. Myself and Alex Drain set to cover the doubleheader tomorrow morning.
Just a beautiful day right now, and I just think that these days are to be really held dear at this time of year, because Michigan weather, you just don't know.
We had snow about 3-4 days ago, and now sun shining, about 65 degrees. A few clouds in the sky, wind not blowing too hard. It's a beautiful day for some softball and some baseball, as we see the Michigan baseball team playing Rutgers over there at Ray Fisher Stadium, just beyond the outfield wall. But here we go, top of the second inning, and we are set to play. Stepping into the batter's box is the 5'8" graduate student Morgan Newport. Newport wearing that number 18 jersey. He's had a pretty successful season so far, hitting .333, 31 hits on the season, 5 home runs as well. In that cleanup spot, you know she can hit for power.
It seems like once you get to the middle of this lineup, it's just power after power.
Northwestern, all sorts of power hitters throughout the lineup. Here we go. Fresh count, Megan Bobian in the circle. First pitch changeup, strike one. Newport didn't attempt to swing on that one. Newport with a pretty unique stance. The right foot almost behind the left foot.
That looks uncomfortable.
Bobian shakes off one, now goes to the glove. 0-1 pitch on the way. Got it. Slow ground ball, flips it to first base. Routine play there.
A little bit of a jam there.
Yeah, Bobian caught her high and inside, got that one off the handle, and just, like I said, slow roller right back to her. So 2 pitches, and she's past Morgan Newport. That's really big if you're this Michigan team. That is going to bring up the 5-hitter, Angela Zedak. Fresh count to Zedak. First pitch swung on, popped up off the net. So count is going to go 0-1. Bobian bringing the heat these last 2.
She's got such a smooth swing.
Zedak, the first hitter we've seen so far on this Northwestern team, not hitting over 300, just under at 293. Started all 28 games for the Wildcats this season. 0-1, way high. Hannah Carson jumps up to grab it. Count evens out 1-1. Jimenez and Lou Allen share a quick word over there at first base. We got a decent amount of fans in the stands today. Nice weather's brought them all out. 1-1 from Bobian. Change up. Zedak wanted nothing to do with that one. You could see she was gearing up for some high velocity like she saw those last 2. And
it's like you could see that momentarily just stop before it broke.
So after the great 1-1 pitch, Bobian out in front 1-2. This one swung on, popped up, and over into the Michigan bullpen. So we're going to run this 1-2 count again.
Probably about the farthest hit ball we've seen today, actually. Both pitchers are dialed in.
Bobian brought the heat on that one. That one just kind of poked away. Shakes off one. Now says yes to the second. The 1-2 from Bobian. Swung on and missed.
Wow.
Great pitch from Megan Bobian. Went high and inside and got her swinging. So Beaubien now with her second strikeout.
It's a good strategy using that, kind of flipping in a few of those changeups and then just coming back with the fastball to end it.
It's going to bring up the junior Maeve Nelson. Fresh count to Nelson. First one high. She lets it go. 1-0. Nelson, junior from River Forest, Illinois. Settling back in now. Bat hovering over that right shoulder. 1-0 on the way from Beaubien. Change up right down Broadway, but umpire says a little inside, looks like. Michigan fans and Hannah Carson seem to disagree with that one, but it's going to be a 2-0 hitters count for Maeve Nelson now. If you're Northwestern, this is where you have to get aggressive. You know Beaubien has to come to you. Just sit on it and wait. 2-0. Nelson got the pitch she wanted, but just hesitated. You saw her load up and then fire those hips, but hands didn't come through. So Beaubien gets away with one there. 2-1 will be the count. No runners on, 2 outs. We're still scoreless. Natalia Rodriguez, the only base runner in this one. 2-1 from Beaubien. Change up, hit hard to left field and right into the glove of Sierra Kirsten.
That is picture perfect.
Coming off the bat, that one looked like it might get down. Nelson hit it well, but Kirsten only took about 1 or 2 steps in, dropped down to a knee, and caught that one in the air. So back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings for Megan Beaubien as we head to the bottom of the second. Score still 0-0. Due up for Michigan is 4, 5, 6, Jimenez, Carson, and Essman, followed by 7, 8, 9, Haley Hogenrod, Taylor Bump, and Sierra Kirsten, who we saw make that last defensive play. Give you a recap of Michigan's offensive attack last inning. Only one to reach base was Natalia Rodriguez. She got hit by a pitch and then was caught stealing during Lou Allen's at-bat, and Lou ended up striking out.
Yeah, it seems like they've been looking for some walks to start this game off, which is not a bad way to try to start your game. Didn't quite work out as well as they would like. Got caught stealing it, like you said, but I think they got a good strategy here.
Both pitchers dealing here. We've only really seen 2 balls hit well. First of which was Lexi Blair's line out to first base. Cochran made a nice play to go down to her right side and grab it. And that last one we saw, Maeve Nelson, that hard hit line drive to left field, but right into the glove of Sierra Kirsten.
And that's kind of demoralizing sometimes for a hitter when you just knock it that hard and just right at someone, though.
Yeah, made great contact, but just couldn't find a gap. So as Jordan Rudd throws it down, we are set to go here in the bottom of the second. You know Rudd has an arm as evident of last inning, catching Natalia Rodriguez, one of the faster Michigan players. Caught her stealing, and I would say by a decent margin, too.
Yeah, then that was kind of shocking. I mean, that was a really quick pitch from the catcher. Or quick throw from the catcher.
Both teams take their spots as Julia Jimenez goes over to that right-hand batter's box. In the on-deck circle is Hannah Carson. As I said, 4, 5, 6. Jimenez, Carson, and Lauren Essman in the hole. Julia Jimenez, the sophomore, we saw her have great production early in her Michigan career last season before it was shut down early. This first pitch from Williams is on the way. That one right down Broadway, called strike 1.
Been a lot of first pitches that have been taken by both teams early on.
You haven't really seen hitters get after that first pitch much so far in this one. 0-1. Change up, check swing in the dirt, but got her. Great pitch from Danielle Williams. Jimenez didn't really know what to do with that one. The check swing came, but she clearly went, honestly, most of the way through. So she's down in an 0-2 hole here. The 0-2 popped up towards center field. Coming into that one, sun in her eyes, but she makes the play, is Shellmeyer.
It's a good little swing, just got a little under it there. I think it had to do with not really knowing what Danielle Williams was going to provide there. A little bit off balance of that at bat, but so far it ended out pretty okay.
So that is going to bring up Hannah Carson. 1 out, nobody on. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the second. Espen takes her spot in the on-deck circle. Fresh count to Hannah Carson. That first pitch outside, ball 1. Can't hear, but Coach Carol Hutchins shares a quick few words with Hannah Carson from her spot down the third baseline. High energy as always. Second pitch way high and outside. Jordan Rudd jumps up to grab that one. So hitters count on the way for Hannah Carson. 2-0. Be interesting to see what Danielle Williams goes to here. Corners playing even. Infield playing back. Hannah Carson takes a big swing on that 2-0 pitch. A changeup looked like low and outside in the dirt. That ball just dropped off the table last second. So Williams trying to work herself out of that 2-0 hole. The 2-1 on the way outside, so another hitter's count on the way for Hannah Carson. 3-1.
Using that changeup a lot in this at bat. I expect a fastball probably here.
3-1 count for Hannah Carson. The wind up from Williams. This one just catches the outside corner. There's a long wait from the umpire, but eventually he signals strike. So 3-2, full count for Hannah Carson. First full count we've seen today. Most at-bats thus far have been pretty quick. The 3-2. This one swung on in the dirt. And making the play is Jordan Rudd. So another strikeout for Danielle Williams. Looks like actually it was tipped and Rudd caught it, but still great play so far from Jordan Rudd.
Yeah, some mind games being played out there.
Both
really
pitchers dealing right now.
Exactly.
So first 4 Michigan hitters yet to get on. That's going to bring up, first 5 Michigan hitters. That's going to bring up Lauren Esman. Esman takes a swing on this first pitch, drops it into no man's land, shallow right field, and making a sliding catch is Newport.
Great sliding catch.
Esman got aggressive on that first pitch, tried to get it into right field, got the pitch he wanted, but
it's a right
a little
idea.
bit under it. So 3 up, 3 down for the Wolverines, and we're going to head to the top of the third. This one moving right along. Still scoreless as we enter inning number 3. Northwestern getting to the end of their batting order. It's going to be 7, 8, 9 for the Wildcats. It's going to be Supple, Cochran, and then Williams. If you're just tuning in, we would like to thank you for listening to WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan softball. Beautiful day out, Megan Bobie, and looking to continue this dominant campaign that she's put on so far. Northwestern yet to put a base runner on.
I think that headgear makes her look a little bit more intimidating, I think. Does every batter.
As I said, Supple is going to be the first hitter up for this Northwestern team. Supple, the 5'10" sophomore out of Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Can do it on both ends. We've seen her throw a little bit for this Northwestern team so far this year. She has a record of 2-1. Has pitched a total of 14 innings. Tallied 4 strikeouts and is playing well on the offensive end as well. So this Northwestern team full of players that can go both ways.
That is for sure. They provide a lot of support for their base runners once they get on base. That's one of the big things. And, of course, he said that they can slug pretty well as well.
So here we go. Supple wearing that number 26 jersey. In the on-deck circle is Cochran, the first baseman. You've seen her with some stellar defensive play so far. Going to look to translate that to the offensive end when she gets her shot. First pitch from Beaubien on the way. Fresh count. This one called strike one. Supple didn't even bother trying to swing at that one. 0-1. As we said, Lauren Espin popping up that first pitch last inning is really one of the few times we've seen hitters get after the first pitch so far in this contest. This is a 0-1 changeup is swung on and dropping into no man's land between right field and second base. Jimenez covered a lot of ground. Hogenrod was playing deep towards the wall. Neither of them could get there, so Supple tallies the first hit of this one.
Yeah, that's just a difficult catch to try to make in the sun as it's setting. If it was nighttime, it might be a little bit easier to try to catch that, but not so right there.
Mac Dunlop will come in to run. So Supple's going to head back to the dugout after notching the first hit of this contest. Mac Dunlap, the senior from Crowd Point, Illinois, or Indiana, rather.
I feel like after that blue pit, I feel like it's starting to going to be able to heat up a little bit here.
Nikki Cochran, the first baseman, stepping in now, the lefty. Squares to bunt, lays down the first one. Llewellyn gets over to it, fires it to first base, but off the foot of Julia Jimenez. And Dunlap's going to take third base.
I should bite my tongue.
Back-to-back defensive mishaps for the Wolverines. That one's going to go down as an error. Llewellyn had all the time in the world and
just threw it too low.
Yeah, put that one a little hot and a little low for Julia Jimenez to handle. What looked like was going to be.
Usually want to throw it right to her right side, not usually straight at her.
So Cochran gets the job done. She will have a pinch runner come in. It's going to be Sammy Stanley. Northwestern getting everyone involved here. Michigan takes their time. Huddles on the mound. Just taking a deep breath, settling back in.
Would they try a squeeze bunt?
Depends. Corners are playing up for it. It's going to be Danielle Williams, the pitcher, stepping into the batter's box now, looking to translate her dominant defensive performance into offense. 0-1, Hannah Carson throws down, and they get her, and no, she's in there safe. So 2 runners in scoring position now. Sammy Stanley takes off on pitch number 1. It was a great throw from Hannah Carson, but just not in time. So Northwestern putting together an impressive performance here in the top of the third. Still yet to score, but with no outs and 2 runners in scoring position,
that was an aggressive base running move. Those can be winning moves.
So Williams looking to help her team on both ends now. The 1-0, this one swung on and popped into the net, but that's a big swing from Danielle Williams.
Yeah, now they're not afraid to put the bat on the ball early in the pitch count, or early in that bat.
Williams, a 9-hitter, so on deck is Shellmeyer, top of the lineup on the way for the Northwestern Wildcats. One for Megan Beaubien. This one right at the knees, but they're going to call it a little low. 2-1. Williams has experienced that on the defensive end, pitching from that circle. She knows where the zone is and knows how to take advantage of it from the box. The Northwestern bench is loud right now. We can hear it even from up here in the box. 2-1 to Williams. That one right at her belt. Strike 2.
Be a big out here.
No outs. No runs for either team yet, but 2 runners in scoring position for Northwestern as Danielle Williams steps back into the box with a 2-2 count. Infield playing up for that out at home. This one just misses outside. Michigan fans yelling at the umpire here. That one was close.
Very stingy there at the plate, it seems.
Beaubian getting potentially squeezed a little bit, but 3-2 count. No outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Could be a huge momentum shift here. This one swung on and missed, and Beaubian sits her down.
Big out.
Huge pitch from Megan Beaubian there.
It's nice to have that talent, that put-away pitch.
So as Michigan tallies the first huge out of this inning, it's going to bring up Skylar Schellmeyer. Struck out looking in her first time up. Just going to look to put the ball on the ground here, try to make a play. Make the defense make mistakes. Fresh count to her. Shows bunt. It's going to be
Ball one.
Ball one. Interesting to see if Schellmeyer goes for a soft slap or just tries to put a bunt down just straight up here. Carson did take a look over there at third base. (1-0) on the way to Schellmeyer. Chops this one over to third base to Taylor Bump. Makes the play at first base. Great
She had it.
play by Taylor Bump.
She had her no man's land there at second. Could have been in a double play.
Schellmeyer did go for the soft slap. Bounce it up to Taylor Bump. Bump, great job looking Dunlap back at third base and firing over to first. So Michigan has the defense back now. 2 outs, 2 runners still in scoring position as Rachel Lewis takes her spot in the batter's box. First pitch changeup is called strike from Megan Beaubian. This would be huge for the Wolverines if they could get out of this inning without letting up a run. Runners had positions on second and third. 0-1. High and outside. Count's going to go 1-1 as I was saying. Runners had positions on second and third base with no outs. Michigan then tallied a strikeout on a full count pitch to Danielle Williams and got Schellmeyer at first base without letting any runners advance.
Be careful of throwing that fastball here to Rachel Lewis. 5 home runs on the year.
1-1 to Lewis. Changeup. Batted back into the net. So out in front is Beaubian. 1-2 is the count. Lewis with impressive stats this year. .361 average, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs, 18 stolen bases, 19 walks. Could do it all.
Very lethal at the plate.
1-2 from Beaubian. This one high. Count's going to even at 22. Outfield playing straight up. Infield as well, just looking for an out here. Focus is shifted away from run prevention and shifted towards just ending this inning. Over there in the on-deck circle is Jordan Rudd. 2-2 from Beaubian. Hit hard on the ground in the gap between second and third. And 1 run scores. So Northwestern on the board first. Sierra Kirsten doing a nice job getting that one in to stop 2 from scoring.
Look like 1 too many fastballs right there. That's what Rachel Lewis does well. She's able to find a gap and score a run. Big 2-out hit.
That one just too far to Taylor Bump's left for her to get there. Natalia Rodriguez couldn't get there either. So runners on the corners now, 2 outs. Again, focus is just getting it out here as Jordan Rudd steps to the plate. Lewis with speed on first base. She's going to go. Looks like it was a foul ball. That one, a check swing from Jordan Rudd, just went off the handle and back into the screen. Northwestern takes the early lead, 1-0 here. With potential to score more. Runners on the corners, but 2 outs. That wide stance from Jordan Rudd. 0-1 from Beaubian. This one high in the zone. Runner going. Carson fakes the throw.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Michigan's on page in the infield right now. A lot of runners have been off and running without usually any threat of a throw.
Carson kept the ball in the glove there, went for the fake to try to get the runner at third base, trying to catch Stanley sleeping, but Northwestern very disciplined on the base pass as Jordan Rudd calls timeout. And Hannah Carson's going to go have a quick chat with Megan Bobie, and the count sits at 1-1 right now. 2 outs, runners in scoring position on second and third. Very similar to the situation we just saw with Lewis at the plate. The 1-1 from Beaubien. Right down Broadway, called strike 2. So Beaubien settling back in now, trying to get her team back on the offensive attack. 1-2 count to Rudd. This one chopped foul off the screen, so count's going to stay 1-2, but Lewis on second base was almost around third by the time that ball came back down to Llewellyn. These Northwestern runners are ready. Lewis with great speed on second base. A single would most likely score 2. The 1-2 from Beaubien. Rise ball a little high. Hannah Carson went up to get it. Carson doing a nice job of not letting that one hit the backstop. These Northwestern runners are aggressive. You think they would try to get after those.
Yeah, exactly. And usually come ready to play. Sometimes you come ready to just run.
2-2 from Beaubien. Change up, hit deep towards center field in the gap. Running over is Lexi Blair, covering a lot of ground, and Michigan gets out of that one with minimal damage. Northwestern puts 1 across for the first run of this ball game, but leaves 2 runners in scoring position. Michigan's going to head to the bottom of the third with 1 to get back. Northwestern finally gets something going. Little bloop single between second and third, or between second base and right field. Jimenez covered a lot of ground to get back to it. Couldn't quite get there, just missed it. And then the error. One play later, the ball going off the foot of the ball going off the foot of Jimenez on the throw from Lou Allen on the attempted bunt. Allowed a runner to take third base, and that was all the momentum Northwestern needed to eventually put 1 across.
Good thing is you need a 1 run to at least win a game, so you just need 2 now.
Saw a huge strikeout on Danielle Williams in what was a very scary situation. Williams was up with runners on second and third and no outs. Beaubien struck her out, got the next runner on a ground ball to Taylor Bump. But Northwestern never gave up, put 1 across. So in the bottom of the third, due up for Michigan's going to be 7, 8, 9. Hoganrod, Bump, and Sierra Kirsten. They're going to look to get 1 back here. 7, 8, 9 top for the Wolverines.
Don't sleep on these bottom 3 hitters. They can prove to be pretty important in an inning, especially here in the third, when you're getting closer to that halfway point of the game.
It is going to be Haley Hoganrod, due up first, the 5th year, elected to come back. As everyone was given that extra year due to COVID-19, so decides she's going to spend it with the Wolverines. And here we go. Danielle Williams taking her time, tucking that mask into the back pocket. Takes a deep breath and looks like we're ready to go here. Umpire looking over towards the Michigan dugout. Not really sure what the holdup is, but now we're set to go here. Taylor Bump in the on-deck circle. His first pitch to Hoganrod is a called strike in the outside corner.
A lot of Michigan batters have been taking that first pitch today. Wonder if they're going to change that up soon.
0-1 now towards Haley Hoganrod. That one rise ball a little high in the zone. Nice job by Hoganrod laying off that one, so count's going to go to 11. Hoganrod struggling a little bit at the plate this year as she swings on the 1-1, chopping it into the net. Hitting only .244 with 14 strikeouts.
Definite pitcher's count right here. Gonna have to protect the plate.
1-2 on the way from Danielle Williams. This one, rise ball again, way high up in the zone. So 2-2. Hoganrod really hasn't had to work for either of these balls.
No. Pretty easy to lay off, and it's benefiting her.
So count is back even again, 2-2. Swings on this one in the dirt. They're going to call it a foul ball. Just got the bottom of that one. So we're going to go 2-2 again.
Danielle Williams almost had the pitch she wanted, but nice job staying alive by Hoganrod.
Yeah, that one drop ball just hitting right behind the plate. Hoganrod almost fell down to a knee to get after that one. 2-2. Rise ball again high up in the zone. Hoganrod, you can see her beaming smile on her face.
I feel like that would be very important for Michigan here to start the inning to get a man on base, or woman on base.
Full count to Hoganrod. Soft liner above set shortstop, and what a play. What a play from Maeve Nelson. Took off, opened her hips, running, and over the shoulder catch.
You can't be mad with that at bat if you're Hoganrod. You know you'd like to get on base there, but that was a really strong at bat.
And a really athletic play from Maeve Nelson to get the first out of this inning.
Absolutely.
Keep the base runners off the base pass. That's going to bring up Taylor Bump. Fresh count to Bump. His check swing as the changeup goes low. Bump having a pretty good year this year, hitting .294, 4 home runs, and 12 RBIs. He's been on a tear lately. So 1-0 to Bump. This one rides just inside, looked like, but no, the umpire is going to call it a strike. You can see Bump shaking her head at that one, asks the umpire where that one was. Count 1-1. This one, same pitch. Bump shakes her head in frustration. Count now goes to 1-2. Williams, after looking shaky in that bat against Hoganrod, has bounced back and has been hitting her spots. 1 out, nobody on, and 1-2 to Taylor Bump. Check swing.
Ooh. Wow.
Doesn't go. That one just misses outside.
That strike zone definitely seems a little less wider, a little bit taller today.
2-2 to Taylor Bump. Change up in the dirt. Great job to lay off that one, so count's going to go full again. If for nothing else, these Michigan hitters doing a great job of making Danielle Williams throw pitches.
It's definitely what you need. It's how you get those easy ones. Of course, they're never easy.
Full count to Bump. This one swung on and popped backwards out of the stadium. Somebody back there has got a free souvenir.
Nice softball. Like it.
Sierra Kirsten in the on-deck circle. Williams is about to start the windup, then quick steps off and asks for a new ball. They're going to toss that one off to the side. The outfield playing straight up. They know Bump's got power. Full count on the way from Williams. This one swung on, hit deep towards center field, but plenty of time to settle under it is Shellmeyer. So a good swing from Taylor Bump, but didn't quite have the power to get out. That one falling just a few feet short of the warning track.
Couple nice at-bats there. Just nothing to show for it so far.
So Sierra Kirsten, the freshman, in that 9-hole is going to step up and look to get Michigan back to the top of the order. Michigan looking to get something going here. Still without a hit so far in this one. She swings on that first one. Line drive towards the Northwestern bench.
I think when you got two of the top teams in the Big Ten facing off against each other, there's not a lot of leeway and ground to give up, it seems.
Kirsten, the freshman from Clarkson, Michigan. She watches the 0-1 go by. Great set of eyes. Count's going to go 1-1. And like you said, both of these teams very, very good. Towards the top half of the Big Ten is the 1-1 is swung on and missed.
Took a little something off there.
Quality swing from Kirsten, but Williams just hitting her spots right now. The 1-2. This one, lazy line drive right to third base, and Dunlap there to make the play. So as we head to the top of the fourth, Michigan's still without a hit. Northwestern leads 1-0.
It's where you prove that you're a winner when you come into the next final half of the game is, I think, when you can be able to get some base runners on and continue to threaten your opponent. That's when you can become, I think, have a good shot to win a game.
As I said earlier, Michigan currently sitting at the top of the Big Ten with a record of 21-4, but Northwestern not far behind at 21-7.
Just been a weird year for softball, I would say, between either rainouts or COVID issues. The records definitely are kind of all over the place around the league.
Michigan, obviously, as everybody else in the Big Ten, only playing a Big Ten schedule this year. So, there has been talk of, if Michigan's record is the real deal, or if they just, have kind of played the lower echelon of Big Ten teams. But
yeah,
this weekend series against Northwestern is going to be a true test of Michigan's potential. I mean, of both teams' potential, really. That kind of the three-headed dragon of the Big Ten is Michigan, Northwestern, and Minnesota.
Yeah, and in fact, I think it's probably a good thing that they're not playing a Big Ten tournament this year, because I think they've already shown that they played well enough against each other. I think you're not going to really prove much else in the tournament. And due to COVID issues this year, I think it would make it a little bit more difficult.
So Hannah Carson throws down that one. And looks like we're just about set to go here in the top of the fourth inning. If you're just tuning in, Northwestern currently holds a 1-0 lead over the Wolverines. A couple defensive mishaps allowed Northwestern to put one across in the top of the third. First up for the Wildcats is going to be Morgan Newport. First pitch to Newport right below the knees, ball one. Newport in her last time up. Weak ground ball right back to Megan Bobian in the circle. Bobian did a nice job of handcuffing her with one high and inside. This one swung on and line drive into shallow right field. Bobian went back to that same pitch that she handcuffed Newport on in her first at-bat, but Newport out in front of this one this time.
Yeah, I think Northwestern's starting to pick up on what Bobian's throwing down right now. Might be time for a little bit of a different strategy.
That one, the third hit Northwestern has today. Michigan still without a hit. But Angela Zedak stepping up to the plate now. Struck out swinging her first time up in the top of the second. She swings on this first one. Hard line drive to Tyra Rodriguez. Fires over to first base. And barely getting back is Newport.
That was hit so hard it almost knocked her right down. Oh, wow.
Yeah, that is a huge part of why that wasn't a double play. Zedak hit the cover off that ball towards Rodriguez. Rodriguez caught it and was stumbling backwards. Couldn't quite set her feet. And still almost got the double play.
If she doesn't catch that, who knows if that goes off her face. That would not have been good.
Zedak got absolutely all of that one. His assistant coach, Jennifer Brundage, goes out there and has a quick word with both Hannah Carson and Megan Bobian. the infield all in a little huddle of their own, laughing. You can see Rodriguez kind of shaking her hand a little bit. That one was a rocket from Zdak. But after that almost double play, Northwestern still with one runner on, and that's going to bring up Maeve Nelson. Last time up, hit a line drive towards Sierra Kirsten in left field, who made a nice play to end that inning. Fresh count to hers. First pitch change up for a called strike.
I pay attention to that runner on first right now. A little bit, because Michigan's a couple times been caught a little bit napping there behind the plate.
Beaubien shakes off one side, now goes to the glove. The 0-1 towards Nelson. Big swing, but comes up empty. Beaubien now way out in front. 0-2 is the count. Newport over there with that right foot on first base. Corners playing back, playing for a double play. 0-2, change up high in the zone. Carson got up to get it and looked for a throw down there, but nothing. So Beaubien still out in front after that missed pitch. 1-2 is the count. Again, corners playing back. The Northwestern bench is loud. Lots of energy. 1-2 change up. Hits soft in the air over to Julia Jimenez, who just settles under it. Newport doesn't go anywhere at first base. So 2 in a row sat down for Northwestern, and that's going to bring up Sydney Supple.
Perfect situation right there. Besides, if you don't get a strikeout, might as well get a nice soft pop out.
Supple tallied the first hit of this game. Back in the top of the third inning. Little soft line drive over the head of Julia Jimenez. She calls timeout. Carson gives some instructions to her infield from behind the plate, and now we are ready to go. Newport still over there on first base. This one low and in the dirt. Great job by Hannah Carson picking that one. That one would have been a free base if it got by her.
Looks like Beaubien stumbled a little bit right there. She let go of that.
So 1-0 towards Sydney Supple. One runner on base, 2 outs. Northwestern still with that 1-0 lead. Beautiful changeup from Beaubien. That one just floated right in there, dropped off the table at the last second. Supple now settling back in, wide stance. 1-1 count on the way from Beaubien. This one, rise ball, just misses outside. Hannah Carson shifted over to get that one. So 2-1. Supple working a good at-bat here. Northwestern 3 for 14 on the day, as opposed to Michigan's 0 for 8. This changeup just floats a little high towards the top of the zone. Sydney Supple now with a hitter's count, 3-1. As Newport still over there on first base.
Don't be afraid to come back here with a fastball.
3-1 from Beaubien on the way. 2 outs. Swung on and missed. Great pitch from Megan Beaubien there, hitting that outside corner. Supple couldn't catch up to that one.
So key to hit those corners when you're down the count like that.
Big pitch on the way from Megan Beaubien. Full count, 2 outs, 1 runner on for Northwestern. Changeup hit towards Llewellyn. Great play going to her left hand and getting Michigan out of that inning.
Like clockwork.
Supple hit that one right down the line, but Lou doing a nice job getting the glove over there and making the play. So as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, Michigan still down 1-0. Still yet to tally a hit in this contest. They sit 0 for 8 currently with 1 strikeout. Their only base runner coming in the bottom of the 1st inning rather, when Natalia Rodriguez wore one off the shoulder.
Yeah, I think definitely to start this next inning, I think Michigan's going to have to go first pitch swinging, I think, a little bit just to get Danielle Williams a little bit out of sync, make her think a little bit more about her pitches. Even if you don't get a hit, I think first pitch swinging kind of keeps the mind games going back and forth between the pitcher and the batter.
And if there's anyone you want to get aggressive on the first pitch, it is Lexi Blair, due up first. Top of the order for Michigan. Blair, Rodriguez, then Allen. And if we get that far, followed by those three is Jimenez, Carson, and Essman. So top three yet to get a hit. As we said, Natalia Rodriguez, the only base runner for this Michigan team. This is only the second time through the order in the bottom of the fourth inning. Danielle Williams has been lights out so far.
I have a feeling it's going to be a little bit longer bottom half the fourth.
Rodriguez didn't even get farther than first base after getting hit by that pitch. Stole 2 pitches later and was caught by Jordan Rudd. Great throw from her knees to get Natalia Rodriguez by a mile, it seemed like. But here we go. Lexi Blair stepping up to the plate now. .459 batting average. Hitting .511 this season when leading off. Throw in that .706 slugging percentage. Blair has been an absolute menace at the plate this year. 9 doubles, 4 home runs. She's got speed too, 6 stolen bases. Here we go. Fresh count to Lexi Blair as we enter the bottom of the fourth inning. The pitch from Williams. Right down the pipe, strike 1. Blair lays off that first pitch. Rodriguez over there in the on-deck circle. Rodriguez, a switch hitter. Interesting to see where she'll go. As Blair tries to lay down a bunt on an 0-1 changeup. Just goes off the tip of the bat and dribbles back to the backstop. Great idea from Blair. Both corners were playing pretty far back. She got that bunt down. Chances are she would have reached safely, but sneaky bunt there from Lexi Blair, but 0-2 count from Williams on the way. This one high and outside, ball 1.
She's definitely got a small stature, but man, she can really hit the ball very well.
1-2 count on the way to Lexi Blair. This one swung on, hit hard into the net towards the Northwestern side, so the count's going to stay 1-2.
Slugging is just so much better than really anyone else on the Michigan team. It's crazy good.
At .459 batting average, top of the team as well. 1-2 to Blair. This one change up low and in the dirt. Watches that one go by. Williams seemed to lose that one a little bit there. The ball hit the dirt before it got to the plate, so the count's going to go 2-2. Alex Drain and I talked about Lexi Blair and this Michigan team in general a lot in our latest episode of East of the Rockies, the WCBN softball podcast, if you'd like to give that a listen. 2-2 to Blair's popped up in the infield, and Cochran plenty of time to get over there and get under it. That one just caught Lexi off guard, kind of handcuffed her a little bit, and couldn't do too much with it. So first up and first back down, Danielle Williams still on a tear so far in this one. It's going to bring up Natalia Rodriguez.
Seems like Michigan baseball ended their game. Looks like Michigan won 6-4 against Rutgers.
Alumni Field and Ray Fisher Stadium, obviously fence to fence in the outfield as pitch number 1 from Danielle Williams is a ball. Rodriguez in the right-handed batter's box right now. Same as we saw her last time. So righty on lefty here as Williams catches that one just at the knees of Rodriguez. Count 1-1. Michigan still without a hit so far. The score 1-0 in favor of the Wildcats. This one Rides a little inside. Rodriguez doing a nice job of laying off that one. Natalia Rodriguez, a seasoned veteran in this Michigan Wolverine lineup. Great vision, great plate discipline. Knows when to attack and when to lay off.
Well, right there.
Danielle Williams catches the outside corner just barely on that one. Coach Hutchins yells down, asking where that one was. That one just caught the outside corner. So even at 2-2, as this pitch, a rise ball, goes a little high, so full count. Quality at bat here from Natalia Rodriguez, making Danielle Williams throw pitches. Through 3 full innings and half the fourth, the pitch count yet to cross 50. As Rodriguez works a walk, that one just low. First walk of the day from Danielle Williams. Natalia Rodriguez seems to be her kryptonite.
First base runner since the very first batter, I think, of the first inning.
Rodriguez, the only Michigan hitter to reach base. She did it back in the bottom of the first. And now she reaches once more. That's going to bring up Lou Allen. 1 out, and Rodriguez on first base. We saw this situation in the bottom of the first. And we saw Rodriguez get caught stealing as Lou puts that one down the line. They're going to call it foul. That one
very close.
Just foul. Only by a few inches. Mac Dunlop, great play. Going to her backhand and tossing over to first base, but umpires say that ball was in foul territory when she grabbed it. Northwestern coaching staff has some questions for the umpire on that one. That one was real close. Couldn't quite tell from up here from our angle. Nevertheless, the 0-1 from Lou Allen goes high and outside, ball 1, so count even. So we hear some "come on, Lou" chants from the crowd. Michigan looking to get something going here. The tying run is on first base. The score, obviously, just 1-0 Northwestern. Back pick attempt from Jordan Rudd threw a pump fake over towards first base. Got Rodriguez back. Rodriguez got a hefty secondary lead as pitch number 3 went by for a ball. 2-1 to Lou Allen, rides inside, and Jordan Rudd's going to call timeout and go have a quick chat with Danielle Williams.
Thought that was right there, and it's just been just a little tad inside.
Julia Jimenez in the on-deck circle. Great situation here for the Wolverines. 1 runner on, who has some speed, Natalia Rodriguez, and a 3-1 hitters count for Lou Allen. One of the better hitters in this Michigan lineup. The pitch from Williams, 3-1. This one swung on and popped up. Foul, can they get over there? Nobody's going to be able to make it in time. That one just hit the side dirt, so Michigan gets away with one there, but it's going to be a full count to Lou Allen now. Interesting to see what Danielle Williams will go to in this scenario. Julia Jimenez is on deck. Hannah Carson in the hole.
Yeah, for Michigan, they haven't been able to get a lot of quick hit balls. Not a lot of liners.
Full count to Allen. Swing and a miss. Great pitch from Danielle Williams. The changeup caught her off balance. So 2 outs now. Michigan in danger of leaving another runner on base.
Michigan yet to have anyone in scoring position today.
That's going to bring up Julia Jimenez. Her first time up, flew out to center field. The sophomore hitting .299 right now. The average has dropped under 300 after that last at-bat. Swings on the first pitch, change up in the dirt. Rodriguez gets under it. No! Michigan, both coaches and the fans alike, unhappy with that one. His assistant coach, Bonnie Thole, goes over to ask the umpire about that one. Looked like Rodriguez got under that.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Rodriguez got a great jump. Not very often you see her get caught stealing, let alone twice in one game, let alone back-to-back. That one is a great head-first slide. She got a great jump, and, credit where credit is due to Jordan Rudd, but at least from up here, it looked pretty clear that she got under that one.
Definitely looked like it.
Well, nevertheless, the call stands, so we will see Julia Jimenez to start off the bottom of the 5th inning, but it would have been Michigan's first runner in scoring position. Rodriguez covered with dirt over there at shortstop after 2 head-first slides on steal attempts. Megan Beaubien is back out in the circle for the Wolverines, so she's going to continue. Michigan still without a hit. As we enter the top of the 5th inning, Northwestern leads 1-0 on 3 hits.
Start to become the danger zone when you don't have a hit coming into later innings. Better start to lose a little bit of confidence. Pitchers start to gain a little bit more momentum.
Due up first for Northwestern is going to be Cochran. Nikki Cochran, the 5'6" junior out of Downers Grove, Illinois. She had a pretty good game so far defensively over at first base. Had a nice catch on a line drive and a nice play coming to her forehand on the first base line to stop what would have been a double. Reached on error her last time up and then was pinch ran for. So here we go. Michigan defense taking their spots. Corners playing a little bit up in preparation for the potential bunt we saw her lay down last time. Fresh count to Cochran. First pitch just outside, ball 1. No action yet in the Michigan bullpen. Actually, looks like there is a little bit. Can't quite see. If we have any further information on that later, we'll let you know as soon as possible. 1-0 to Cochran. This one just at the knees. Strike 1. Great pitch from Beaubien there. That's a tough spot for a hitter to take advantage of. So the count's going to go 1-1.
57 pitches thrown for Beaubien.
The 1-1 to Cochran. This one change-up. Outside corner. Perfect. That is textbook Megan Beaubien right there. The count's going to go 1-2 in her favor. Beaubien 125 strikeouts so far in the season.
That is an impressive number.
The 1-2. Rise ball way high. Carson goes up to get that one. Count's going to even back out 2-2. Beaubien throws one practice pitch into her glove, just trying to keep the arm loose. Shakes off one sign. Shakes off another. Now nods yes. To the windup. This one swung on, chopped foul. Cochran was way behind that one. Beaubien almost blew it by her for strike 3, but just getting a piece. So we're going to do this 2-2 count again. In the on-deck circle is the pitcher, Danielle Williams. Infield playing back at their normal depth now. 2-2 from Beaubien. This one, change-up. Floats way high. That one, she kind of wipes off her hand a little bit there. That one looked like it slipped. That one way high the entire time. Didn't really drop at all. So full count towards Nikki Cochran.
I feel like a fastball's coming here.
Full count. This one just low. That's going to be a walk in Northwestern with their first base runner of the 5th inning.
Yeah. Not a way you want to start off an inning. It looks like you have them down the count, and then you put them on base. It's kind of difficult to have that as a pitcher, knowing that happens.
At the top of the 5th inning, Northwestern holds this 1-0 lead. As Danielle Williams steps to the plate, we saw her work a long, full count at bat in her last time up. She watches first pitch go by. Ball one, rise ball high and outside. Cochran took a generous lead over there at first base. Interesting to see if Hannah Carson tries to take a shot at her. You know she's not afraid to throw that back pick to first base. Just we've seen a little bit of miscommunication this season between her and Llewellyn, and balls have made their way into the outfield. Not a mistake you can afford to make in a game like this. This one popped up. That one's going to loop way foul and out of the stadium, so no harm there. Count goes 1-1.
Seems like Danielle Williams almost got a piece of that one, but just a little late.
Williams, the 9-hitter in this Wildcat lineup, so the top of the order due up. No outs, 1 runner on, and a 1-1 count for Danielle Williams. This one squares to bunt, low and in the dirt, but she pulled it back. Carson doing a nice job to stop that one. That one just a straight-up bunt, nothing sneaky about it. Cochran, great dirt ball read there. To not get too far, as we're going to have a quick meeting on the mound. Still have yet to see who is down in the bullpen. Most likely is Alex Storacco, but no confirmation yet. The Wildcat dugout is so full of energy right now. They are amped up as they hold a 1-run lead over this very, very good Michigan team. Michigan at the top of the Big Ten in first place, and only one of 2 Big Ten teams to be nationally ranked. They are sitting at number 20, Minnesota, towards the bottom of the rankings. If I am correct, they are at number 24 nationally. Two-one on the way after the mound meeting. This one low and in the dirt again. Carson catches that one with a mitt full of dirt. 3-1 hitters count on the way to Danielle Williams. 1 runner on first base.
Yeah, I think Danielle Williams is going to expect a fastball here.
Three-one on the way. This one rise ball just outside. Whoa. Williams works another long at-bat. Makes the most of it this time, working a walk. So 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position, and no outs as Northwestern gets to the top of their lineup. Skylar Schellmeyer is coming to the plate. Struck out looking her first time up. Grounded out to third or second.
Things can definitely get dangerous right here. Not careful enough.
Schellmeyer and 0 for 2 on the day, but a .366 hitter on the year. Situated way back in that lefty batter's box now. First pitch from Bobby and ball. Schellmeyer showed bunt there, but pulled back last second. Wouldn't be surprised to see her lay one down and try to get both runners in scoring position. Sure, Northwestern sacrificing an out for 2 runners there would not be a bad idea. 1-0 from Bobby. Now corner's playing up. She does get the bunt down. Great bump. Taylor bump. Throws over to first base, and she reaches safely.
Oh, man.
Textbook bunt from Skylar Schellmeyer. That one just died in its tracks.
And she just flew down that line, too. I mean, wow.
Well, Michigan in the danger zone right now. Bases loaded. No outs. As Rachel Lewis steps to the plate.
Seems like Bobian's been a little bit rattled.
Lewis 0 for 2. Lewis 1 for 2 on the day. Had a single for an RBI in her last time up. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like Bobian can really hit the strike zone as much anymore.
Action in that bullpen has ceased. So, looks like whoever it was is back in the dugout now. It would potentially could see a pitching change in this inning. The 1-0 to Rachel Lewis. Right down the pipe, strike one. So Lewis just taking her time, waiting for her pitch here. Smart at bat. Got no outs, you got bases loaded, no need to force anything. Just sit back and wait for yours. Jordan Rudd, the catcher, in the on-deck circle. Infield playing up. Playing for the out at home. This one, check swing and went all the way around. Strike one.
Strike two.
Or strike two, rather, yes. That one was a check swing, but it looked like Lewis wanted all of that one. You could see she loaded up and wanted that big swing, but the pitch high in the zone, tried to hold it back, but couldn't quite. So 1-2. Set for Rachel Lewis. Beaubien's pitch, rise ball, just misses high in the zone, 2-2 count.
Yeah, that rise ball has not been very effective for her today. Not been getting a lot of chasers.
The outfield playing up a little bit, trying to keep everything that might be hard on the ground from scoring two. Rudd over there trying to time up Beaubien in the circle as Michigan calls timeout. Hannah Carson goes to have a quick chat with Beaubien. Little miscommunication there between signs, looks like. Two for Rachel Lewis. Bases loaded, no outs. Northwestern looking to turn their 1-0 lead into more.
They have to strike.
Strike three from Beaubien. Great pitch.
Inside corner.
Had Rachel Lewis guessing. Lewis, you could see she was kind of had some weight on her front foot, waiting for that changeup, and Beaubien just blew it by her for the first out of this inning. That one is big. One out now.
Next out's even bigger.
Bases still loaded. Jordan Rudd up at the plate now. Fresh count to her. First pitch, check swing, she didn't go. Ball one called outside. Michigan infield still playing in that same spot that they were last. It's interesting not to see the infield back playing for two here, but pitch number two goes by, strike at the knees.
See, Beaubien's been very careful with the pitch at the knees today.
The wind blowing out here at Alumni Field, so Jordan Rudd has all the potential to do something big here for her Northwestern team. 1-0 is still the score, but bases loaded here in the top of the fifth. Beaubien was taking her time, so Rudd calls timeout to reset herself. Cochran, Williams, and Schellmeyer on the pond for Northwestern. The 1-1.
Strike.
Strike two. Jordan Rudd really waiting for her pitch there. That one looked about as perfect as you're going to get. But Beaubien now out way in front. 1-2. Can potentially get away with something in the dirt. Cochran, not too much speed on third base. Rise ball just missing high. That one just above the letters. So count's going to go to 2-2. Jordan Rudd showing great plate discipline there.
It's a dangerous pitch when you're ahead of the count.
2-2 on the way. This one
Whoa.
rides just inside.
Wow.
Hear some oohs and ahs from the crowd. They wanted that one, but Rudd working this at bat. Full count now.
Nowhere to put him.
Full count, one out, bases loaded as Northwestern looks to extend their lead. Megan Beaubien nods yes to the sign, now to the glove. The windup, swung on and chopped into the net. So we're going to do this full count again. Plenty of excitement in the air. The outfield ready and on their toes. Beaubien looking to do it herself here. Full count. This one hit deep towards left field. Back to the wall. That one hits the wall in the air. Sierra Kirsten throwing it in to Natalia Rodriguez, and 2-run score. A 2-run stand-up double for Jordan Rudd.
And that's just too unfortunate. That was a very good pitching hit bat for Megan Beaubien, just one that caught way too much of the plate.
Beaubien left that full count pitch over. As you said, left it over the plate, and Jordan Rudd absolutely smoked that ball. Hit the wall in the air. Sierra Kirsten doing a nice job of reading that one off the wall and getting it in, but not before 2-run score. So Northwestern takes a 3-0 lead. 3 runs on 5 hits. And they're still way out in front. 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out as Morgan Newport steps up to the plate. First pitch changeup is called strike 1.
Those could frustrate you as a pitcher when you thought one of those pitches on the last at bat for Beaubien looked like it might have been a strikeout. It just missed the plate and ends up costing it.
No balls, 1 strike. This one hit on the ground towards Beaubien. Throws it home. They got her in a pickle and
nothing.
Gets back. Beaubien, instead of looking her back, decided to fire home. So Morgan Newport reaches on a fielder's choice. The throw from Carson, not in time to third base for Taylor Bump to apply the tag. So all runners reach safely.
A little bit of a fielding error right there. Usually either want to look back or throw to first. Get that sure out.
We saw Taylor Bump make a similar play back to stop that rally in the top of the third. Looked back the runner at third base and then fired to first. Beaubien just decided she was going to go home. To her defense, Schellmeyer took off running and then stopped on a dime. Showing great agility over there on the base pass.
Gotta give credit to Northwestern today. I think that's a big reason why they're ahead. Been very aggressive on the base path.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Angela Zedak up at the plate now. Her last time up had an absolutely scorching line drive to Natalia Rodriguez at shortstop. Ball almost knocked her off her feet. Infield still playing up, playing for that run at home. 1-0 to Zedak. This one swung on, hit deep towards left field. Going back to the warning track is Kirsten. Makes the play. Schellmeyer will tag. And Zedak with a sac fly there to put another one across. 4-0 now, Wildcats. Off the bat, that one looked like it might have had the power to go out, but as I said, fell on the warning track, so Kirsten making a nice play to get it in, but not before Northwestern scores again. 3 runs so far this inning. The lead is 4 for the Wildcats.
Just not begging Beaubien's day. She's been making a lot of good pitches, but a couple of mistakes, though.
Maeve Nelson now stepping up with runners on first and second, 2 outs as she watches first pitch off speed. Got called strike 1. Stepping back in now. She's situated way at the back of that box. Right foot almost on the back line. The 0-1 rather. That pitch, drop ball low and outside. Carson snatches it up. So count now goes 1-1. 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position, and 2 outs for Northwestern here. Hitter number 6 in this lineup is Supple is over there in the on-deck circle. 1-1 changeup. Great pitch for Megan Beaubien, called strike 2.
It's been those flashes of really good pitches, and a lot of them have come on change-ups today. Maybe she should really go back to that changeup.
1-2 from Beaubien towards Maeve Nelson. Popped up her last time up. This one, big swing and struck her out. Michigan finally getting out of this one.
Have some work to do here. We head to the bottom of the fifth.
Yeah, precisely. As we head to the bottom of the fifth, Michigan down 4-0 as Northwestern puts up 3 runs in the top of the fifth. Michigan still yet to get a hit.
Yeah, that's a big challenge right now is getting on base consistently and getting some hits stroked together because, this late in the stages of the game, I think every at-bat is very important now.
Julia Jimenez will be the first one up for the Wolverines as Natalia Rodriguez was the last out of last inning after getting caught stealing for a second time in this contest. A controversial call. The Michigan fans and coaches alike thought she was safe. I mean, up here in the broadcast booth, it looked like she had gotten under the tag, but umpires decided otherwise.
It's definitely a game of inches.
It is going to be Danielle Williams back in the circle. No reason to take her out. She is dealing right now. 3 strikeouts through 4 innings pitched, but Michigan not able to put anything together. Like we said, the only base runners, Natalia Rodriguez twice, got hit by a pitch in the first inning and worked a walker last time up.
And one thing you want to avoid if you're Danielle Williams, not to feel too comfortable up there on the mound. You'd be taken for granted by a batter, and next thing you know it, you're right back in the game.
The order for Michigan this inning, Jimenez, Carson, Essman, Hogenrod, Bump, and then Kirsten to wrap up that lineup before heading back to the top of the order. It's a very good point. Williams can't become complacent. Has to keep her foot on the gas and keep trying to excel against this Michigan team. This lineup full of really good hitters. The next few especially, very dangerous. Averages at 299, 316, and 358. Here we go here. Jimenez way up in the front of the box. First pitch. Watches it go by. Strike one right down the pipe.
Yeah, it's been a little bit weird seeing a lot of these batters taking pitches here to start their at-bats. I think maybe something would be to swing at the first pitch, really. Change some things up.
Jimenez's back foot in line with the middle of the plate as pitch number 2 goes by, called strike. That one hitting the outside corner, so in a hole early.
Yeah.
0-2.
Yeah, some of the worst pitches are the ones that blow by you for strikes.
0-2 towards Jimenez. She pops this one up in foul territory. Can they get over there? And covering a lot of ground is Zedak, but making the play right on that block M in foul territory. So 1 up, 1 down.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate part when you're down the count after watching 2 go by. You have to now protect the plate, and sometimes it's not the pitch you want, and sometimes it doesn't go your way.
Hannah Carson, the catcher, stepping up to the plate now. Carson, the junior from Weidman, Michigan. She takes a kind of a half swing at that first pitch, goes off the handle and foul, so she will start in this one down 0-1.
Seems like she's trying to push that out to left.
Settling back in now is Carson. Takes half practice swing. Now swings at pitch number 2 and soft line drive over to second base to Lewis.
Just hit soft enough. It was a good swing. Slow too soft.
Rachel Lewis just had to stand there and wait for that ball to come to her. So 2 up, 2 down. As Lauren Essman, kind of the last ditch effort in this inning for the Wolverines. They're down big 4-0 as we're in the bottom of the 5th.
Just haven't had a lot of sharp strikes from the bat today. A lot have been pretty lazy fly balls.
So the sophomore Essman steps in now. Fresh count way out in front of a changeup. Great pitch there from Williams. Caught her completely off balance. Now she's ahead in this count 0-1. The corners playing up just in case a bunt does come from Essman. Pitch number 2, rise ball high and outside, 1-1.
I think right now with 2 outs, you're just concerned getting on base, getting a hit. Try to build some confidence for hopefully the 6th and 7th.
The lights have come on as the sun has started to set. The 1-1 from Williams. Change up again, got her swinging. Essman way out in front. No answer for this off-speed stuff from Williams. Northwestern outfield and infield alike playing pretty normal depth. No shift on. 1-2. This one went to the off-speed again, but bounces to the plate. Let it go a little bit early. We're going to have a quick timeout as Coach Carol Hutchins has a quick word with Lauren Essman now before the 2-2 pitch comes. As some Let's Go Blue chants play through the speakers, sounds of the band.
Yeah, got to have this make it feel like a little bit more like a home game. Northwestern's definitely had their way today. It's Northwestern bench has been really loud that it's almost felt like an away game.
Yeah, it's seriously has. Northwestern has controlled everything in this game, especially the energy. They hold a 4-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. No runners on for Michigan. 2 outs. 2-2 pitch to Lauren Essman. Caught her looking.
No answer today for Michigan.
Williams, unhittable right now. Wolverines can't seem to find an answer for the junior out of Pleasanton, California.
It's the most I've seen this Michigan team off balance this year with their bats.
So as we head to the top of the 6th inning, time is running out for the Wolverines. Due up for Northwestern is going to be 7, 8, 9, Supple, Cochran, and the pitcher, Danielle Williams. Supple, 1 for 2 so far on the day. Supple 1 for 2 on the day. Single in her first at-bat. Grounded out in her second time up. And we do have a pitching change for the Wolverines. In the circle for Michigan is number 18, Sarah Schaefer. Schaefer in just her second appearance so far this year. It'll be her 5th inning pitched. So Bobian, after getting tuned up a little bit in the top of the 5th inning, overall a pretty solid day. But she will rest. Most likely we'll see her again at some point this weekend, as this is only the first of 4 games between these two teams. This one this afternoon, a doubleheader tomorrow morning, weather permitting, and then one more final game on Sunday.
I think it's going to be a nice change to put in a righty right now. It's all really Northwestern has seen today is from Magna, of course, because she's a left-handed pitcher. So hopefully it's going to benefit Michigan a little bit.
Be interesting to see Schaefer get some action here against a top-tier team like Northwestern. Haven't really seen her get much action at all. Like we said, only pitched 4 innings so far this season, as opposed to 86 and 82 from Storako and Bobian coming into this one. Schaefer takes a deep breath, spins the ball in the right hand, now to the windup. First pitch to Supple. Just misses outside. That one looked good from up here, but called ball 1. The strike zone has been pretty tight all day long.
Seems like it's been a little bit tighter for Michigan, it seems. I don't know why, but maybe it's just a little, like you said, it's a game of inches, so.
The 1-0, drop ball just misses outside. That one looked pretty good. Hard pitch to hit, but Sydney Supple showing great discipline up there at the plate, just waiting for her pitch, waiting to tune one up. Northwestern 5 for 20 on the day as a team as opposed to Michigan's 0 for 13. The 2-0 hitter's pitch, that one just missing again. Carson, nice job trying to frame it. That one pretty much same pitch. Schaefer can't find the spot. .30 on the way to Sydney Supple. Be interesting to see if she does have the green light. 3-0, this one right down the plate for called strike one. Schaefer doing a nice job just getting herself back in this one.
Sometimes just seeing it cross the plate is confidence building.
Right, the 3-1 hitters count to Sydney Supple on the way. Schaefer's pitch swung on and missed.
That was a good pitch.
Great off speed there to catch her off balance. So the senior from West Des Moines, Iowa, with a chance for her first strikeout of this contest. 3-2 count, no runners on, and no outs.
You haven't seen a lot of swing and misses by Northwestern batters today.
Yeah, Northwestern doing a great job of just putting the bat on the ball. 3-2 on the way. This one gets her. Rings her up looking. Great pitch from Sarah Schaefer. Gets the inside corner, and this Michigan Stadium is electric after that one.
Most electric we've heard it today, so that's nice to hear.
Great pitch from Schaefer. Great
battle back from 3-0.
Absolutely. After getting her first strikeout, that's going to bring up Nikki Cochran.
Sometimes it's the little battles that help you.
Fresh count, 1 out. This one, big swing, chopped foul. Cochran pulled her head on that one. She was swinging for the moon.
I think when you're Northwestern at bat, you're just so much more relaxed up there. Willing to take a chance on a few pitches there.
So Schaefer out in front for the first time. 0-1. This pitch popped foul. So Schaefer now way out in front. 0-2 as the ball bounces back into place. Sierra Kirsten will throw it in.
A little late, but man, that was a good swing still. A lot of behind that ball.
Yeah, Cochran just caught off guard. Looked like she was expecting something off speed and got something with high velocity. Threw her hands at it, but to no avail. 0-2 is the count for Sarah Schaefer. Checks the wristband, spins the ball on the right hand. Now to the windup. The 0-2 dribbled towards first base, but it's going to go foul. So 3 straight foul balls from Nikki Cochran. He's down 0-2 in the count, but is making good contact, at least putting the bat on the ball.
Much different at bat from the last at bat for Sarah Schaefer. Much more confident and loose here.
0-2 on the way to Cochran. This one high and outside. Schaefer just missing with the rise ball.
Yeah, seems like Michigan pitching today just not been able to get that rise ball down today. It is a tough pitch to try to master, though.
1-2 is the count as Schaefer checks the wristband, takes a deep breath. Spinning that ball in the right hand as always. This one low and in the dirt. Great at-bat so far from Nikki Cochran. Just fighting pitches off and working.
Like how Sarah's giving her different regions to look at here at the plate for the batter, for Cochran.
2-2, the count is even. There is some action down there in the Northwestern bullpen. 2-2 pitch from Sarah Schaefer skips into the glove of Hannah Carson, so the count is now full. Nikki Cochran has worked her way back from 0-2.
Yeah, but Sarah Schaefer, just take a step back, take a deep breath. Think about what you're going to throw next.
Script is flipped from last at-bat. Schaefer battled her way back from 3-0. This time it's Cochran's turn. Full count, 1 out, nobody on base. Northwestern still holds their 4-0 lead. This one hit on the ground towards Julia Jimenez. Routine ground ball. So the first two Northwestern hitters up against Sarah Schaefer have been sat back down. First by strikeout, second ground out. Speaking of pitching, Danielle Williams stepping into the box now. This Northwestern pitcher has been great on the defensive end. Is 0 for 1 so far in this one with a strikeout and walked her last time up. So pitcher on pitcher duel. First one on the way from Schaefer.
Sometimes I always feel nervous for the pitcher when they're batting because I think their arm is just so much more valuable on the mound.
First one misses. So Williams takes the driver's seat in this at bat. 1-0. Shakes one sign off. Now to the windup. This one just below the knees. Williams loaded up like she wanted that one, but great job laying off. We mentioned it earlier, but hitting the same time as you're pitching, you get a unique perspective for the strike zone up there because you've seen it from both angles. You
That is a big plus.
kind of have an eye for what's going to be a strike and what isn't. 2-0 hitters count for Williams. This one swung on, popped up. Is it going to stay in fair territory? No, it bounces into the Northwestern dugout and almost takes off some heads. Kendall Peterson in there just getting out of the way. Great pitch there from Sarah Schaefer. Count is now 2-1. Checking the wristband. Everybody's playing straight up here. 2 outs, nobody on. Michigan just trying to get back into the offensive end. This one pops up. Julia Jimenez calls off Natalia Rodriguez, and we're headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. Great outing so far for Sarah Schaefer. 3 up and 3 down.
Yeah, that was very good. After starting out 3-0 and then coming back with a nice roaring strikeout, and then being able to put the next 2 down pretty easily.
In her first inning of work, just her 5th inning on the season, Schaefer tallies a strikeout, a ground out, and then a pop-up to wrap up the inning. So Michigan is going to look to be aggressive here in the bottom of the 6th. Just 2 at-bats left if they need them. I need 4 to tie, 5 to take the lead. It's going to be Hogenrod, Bump, and Kirsten, 7, 8, 9, due up for the Wolverines. Wolverines still just in their 2nd time through this order. Williams has been dominant. And as much as she's been dominant, she's been efficient.
Yeah, you got to feel a little bit. Got to come up there with a little bit more aggressiveness and a little bit more passion to just put that bat on the ball as many times as you can.
Haley Hogenrod in her first time up, popped up to shortstop. Bump and Kirsten also yet with Tatalia hitting this one. Williams just, as we've said multiple times, the lefty's having a day out there.
I don't even think she even really needs to warm up. I think she's done a really good job. I think she's dialed in right now.
Williams 4 strikeouts on the afternoon, 1 walk, and hit 1 batter. Actually, both of those batters were Natalia Rodriguez. Rodriguez is still the only Wolverine to get on base. It's been caught stealing, though, twice. Jordan Rudd having a day behind the plate. The Northwestern catcher is thrown out. One of the speedier Wolverines in this lineup, but we are set to go here. Danielle Williams takes off the mask, tucks it in that back pocket. And action in the bottom of the 6th inning is set to go. Haley Hogenrod will be the first one up for the Wolverines. The senior looking to get something going here for her team. Wolverines almost in desperation mode here in the bottom of the 6th, down 4. First pitch from Williams catches the outside corner, strike 1. Great opening pitch there.
That was a great opening pitch indeed.
Not messing around, just getting ahead early. The 0-1 to Hogenrod. This one, rise ball, a little high in the zone, 1-1.
course, to talk about Michigan trying to put the bat on the ball, their game a lot this year has been watching a lot of pitches and get on base through walks.
1-1 to Hoganrod. This one high in the zone again. Same pitch. 2-1 will be the count. Hoganrod, as we said, fifth-year player for this Michigan team. Very experienced. Great discipline up there at the plate. Not trying to do too much. 2-1 is called a strike in the outside corner. Hoganrod didn't like that one, but umpire decides otherwise. So it's going to be 2 strikes for Danielle Williams as she settles back in now. The 2-2 on the way to Hoganrod. This one, big swing, chop foul.
Yeah, and the consequence of not putting the bat on the ball too much has been not being able to stay ahead of the pitch.
So we're going to do that 2-2 count again. Hoganrod situated towards the front of the batter's box. The 2-2 from Williams, swung on and missed. Changeup, got her. That one dropped right off the table. Hoganrod had to go down to get it and came up empty. So Taylor Bump in that 8th spot, stepping up to the plate now. 0 for 1 on the day. Flew out to center field her first time up. That way back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. As I said, Michigan only on their 2nd time through the lineup right now. Fresh count to Bump, big swing, and popped up backwards out of the stadium. That one a high risk, high reward kind of swing. Bump went after that one with everything she had.
Yeah, and I like those type of aggressive swings.
Bump taking her time now. Bat resting on the shoulder. 0-1. This one hit deep towards right center field. This one
gone.
back. See ya. A solo home run for Taylor Bump. The first hit of this contest for Michigan. And the first run on the board. That one, no doubt. The senior delivering.
Yeah, that is definitely a good thing. Why you don't take a first pitch and rather put the bat on the ball. It gets you a little bit more comfortable and it gets you an idea of what the pitcher gives you. So if they throw that same pitch the next time around, you can get a piece of it like that.
That one absolutely launched. First mistake we've seen Danielle Williams make all afternoon. Just left that one over the plate, and Taylor Bump wasting no time putting that one out. That one.
First hit and run, all in one.
An absolute moon ball. Michigan showing some signs of life here. The lead cut down to just 3 in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out. Nobody on. First pitch called ball 1. Sierra Kirsten at the plate now.
Not many times we've seen Danielle Williams have to start the count 1-0.
We're going to have a quick meeting on the mound. As head coach Kate Drohan comes out to have a quick chat with her team. Coach Carol Hutchins and Bonnie Thole having a quick conversation with Sierra Kirsten over there, right in front of the plate. As Alex Storako leads some Go Blue chants. And finally, some signs of life from the Michigan dugout and the stands as well. The energy has shifted. Northwestern was really in control of the ball game and the energy of the stadium all throughout this contest until Taylor Bump delivers on another home run.
Trying to bring some life and get this team going.
Taylor Bump having quite the season so far. The 1-0 pitch, a changeup that Kirsten watches go by for a called strike. As I was saying, Bump has really been producing at the plate this year at a clip that we really haven't seen her produce at throughout her Michigan career. Has been extremely effective.
Yes, exactly.
The 1-1 from Kirsten swung on and hit backwards into the net. Count's going to go 1-2. And the on-deck circle is Lexi Blair. So in this last-minute push for Michigan, it's going to be the top of the order due up. 1-2 to Kirsten. Sneaky bunt. Is she going to be able to get there? Great bunt from Kirsten. The 1-2 lays down a sneaky bunt that just dies. The corners were playing back. That is textbook. She's amped up. This Michigan team is ready to play.
Michigan was on the wrong end of that last time around. Back in I believe it was the 5th inning.
You have some more chance led from the Michigan dugout. Lexi Blair is going to come to the plate now. And Michigan fighting their way back into this one as the sun sets and is now right in the eyes of right fielder Morgan Newport. Be interesting to see what Lexi Blair can do here now. Fresh count to the junior. Takes a big swing at this one and comes up empty. 0-1 is the count.
Sometimes it's, like you said earlier, Danielle Williams being able to hit kind of gives you an idea of a hitter's perspective. I think that she realized that she was going to swing there.
0-1 to Blair. They throw a pitch out trying to catch Kirsten going, but nothing. So Michigan gets a free ball there. First baseman Nikki Cochran playing pretty shallow, playing up for a bunt here. The 1-1 to Blair. This one low and in the dirt. Great stop by Jordan Rudd back there behind the plate to get down and lock that one, keep Kirsten from advancing. So Lexi Blair now faces a 2-1 count. The junior's really been the leader in this Michigan lineup, hitting .453 so far this season. 2-1 just catches the outside corner.
Wow.
That one looked a little far out from up here, but umpire says otherwise, so the count's going to go 2-2.
That's been a lifesaver for Daniel Williams on the mound, catching those corners today. There's just nothing Michigan batters can do sometimes.
2-2 count to Lexi Blair. This one way outside, so we're going to go full. Full count, 1 out, 1 runner on is Michigan looking to fight back in this one. They're down 3. 4-1 is the score. The lone run coming off a Taylor Bump solo shot in the front half of this inning.
You wonder if they're going to send the runner here.
Full count. Swung on and popped up. Can Rudd get there? No, it's going to bounce just over the net and into the stands. So Blair's going to get another shot here. In the on-deck circle is Natalia Rodriguez. Up until this point was the only base runner for this Michigan team. They've now put 2 on. Full count to Lexi Blair. Swung on, hard line drive over to shortstop. Can they double her up? And they do! Great play by Maeve Nelson.
Second time it's happened to Michigan today where they're just caught out in nowhere and just get doubled up.
Lexi Blair, great swing, hit the seams off that ball, but hit it right to Maeve Nelson. Kirsten got a great jump, but what comes along with that great jump is the fact that she was well off of first base, and a nice throw. Maeve Nelson had plenty of time to double her up. So we're going to head to the top of the 7th. Sarah Schaefer out there on the mound again for the Wolverines. The lead is 3 for Northwestern. Michigan's only run so far in this contest came on the first hit. A Taylor Bump, opposite field, solo home run into the right center gap. Michigan gonna need to look to get back in on the offensive attack. One thing that does bode well for Michigan is the fact that they have the top of their order up. It's going to be 2, 3, 4. Natalia Rodriguez, Lou Allen, and Julia Jimenez, the first 3 up for Michigan. But before that, they've got to get through this Northwestern lineup. It is the top of the order for Northwestern as well. It's going to be Shellmeyer, Lewis, and Rudd, 1, 2, 3. Followed by Newport, Zedek, and the one who just made that incredible double play to get Michigan out of that inning was Maeve Nelson, the shortstop.
Yeah, it just looked like Sierra Kristen on base. Just didn't quite know if that was going to go into left field or not, and just a little hesitant.
Yeah, Lexi just absolutely roped that ball right to Maeve Nelson. If that ball gets through the infield and into the gap, that one easily gets Kirsten to third, if not scores.
Heck, even if that's just like a little pop-up or a soft liner out there, I think it doesn't turn out to be a double play.
So Skylar Shellmeyer, the junior from Urbandale, Iowa.
Sometimes the game is a game of luck. Wrong place, wrong time sometimes.
Have a lot of discussion between Hannah Carson and Sarah Schaefer out there on the mound. Looks like we're finally ready to go. So everyone goes and takes their spot. Skylar Shellmeyer will step up to the plate. In the on-deck circle is Lewis. As Shellmeyer kicks away some dirt with the right foot. Schaefer goes to the windup. First pitch. Called strike. Shellmeyer took 2 lazy steps up like she was going to try to slap, but that one just kind of a wasted pitch.
Yeah, I think so.
So Schaefer out in front. 0-1 is the count. Lou Allen and Taylor Bump both playing up on the corners, expecting a slap. Second pitch, rise ball just outside. Shellmeyer has incredible speed.
Definitely trying to slap that ball. Infielder's playing a little bit in.
Checks the wrist, coach, takes a deep breath, and now goes to the windup. We're even at 1-1. That one catches the outside corner. Delayed call from the umpire, but in favor of Michigan. So 1-2 is the count. Fortunately for Haley Hogenrod, the sun is set a little bit lower, so the sun not as bright in her eyes as it was last inning. The 1-2 from Schaefer. Low and in the dirt. Shellmeyer lets it go by, so we're going to even back out 2-2. Shellmeyer hitting .373 on the year, 1 for 3 today. Scored after notching a single in her last at-bat. The pitch from Schaefer, a half swing, and just knocks it foul. Shellmeyer looked like he was going to try to go for a power slap on that one and just launch it through the infield, but kind of just threw her hands out at it, was way outside. She didn't really read that one correctly and just kind of literally just ran at it with her bat straight out.
Expect something off speed right here.
2-2 on the way from Sarah Schaefer. Got a ground ball right back to her. Feels it, throws it over to first base. A close play, but just gets Skylar Shellmeyer
so quickly.
Shellmeyer's speed making that play a little more hard than it would have to be. That ball took an awkward bounce and bounced up kind of into the elbow pocket of Sarah Schaefer. It's going to bring up Rachel Lewis. Struck out looking her last time up. Deep breath from Sarah Schaefer. Spinning that ball in the right hand as she always does. Fresh count on the way to Lewis. First pitch just misses outside. Over there in the on-deck circle is Jordan Rudd.
I like how Sarah Schaefer's been able to attack the pitchers here. Not afraid to really put it where she really wants it.
Advantage Rachel Lewis here as the count sits at 1-0. This one just missing low, so it's going to be hitter's count 2-0 for the next attempt.
Seems like when Sarah Schaefer has missed, she's missed low. So that's not usually a dangerous place to miss.
Yeah, Schaefer doing a nice job painting that bottom of the strike zone, making hitters attack pitches right by their knees. The 2-0 just misses outside, so 3 straight balls to Rachel Lewis. She has a 3-0 count. Most likely we'll see her take here.
I just keep doing what you're doing if you're Sarah.
If you're just tuning in, we're in the top of the 7th inning. Northwestern holds a 4-1 lead. The 3-0 from Schaefer. That one's a called strike, about as perfect as you can get. So another hitter's count here for Lewis. Northwestern, 4 runs on 5 hits as we are just about halfway through the top of the 7th inning. Michigan currently down 4-1. 3-1 from Schaefer. This one swung on and missed.
Wow.
Big swing from Rachel Lewis. She got her hitter's count, got the pitch she wanted, but came up empty.
Give credit to Northwestern today. I think the reason why they're in the lead is been very selective at the plate and been able to see the ball very well.
Full count, 1 out. Schaefer against Lewis here. The pitch. Swung on, popped up lightly in the infield. Jimenez plenty of time to run up and grab it. So 2 up and 2 down for Sarah Schaefer.
Kudos to her today. She's come in a couple of big time couple innings right here to kind of settle things down and done a marvelous job.
Lewis has a quick conversation with Jordan Rudd before heading back to the dugout, just kind of telling her what to expect up there at the plate. This is the first time Rudd will face Sarah Schaefer. Nobody on, 2 outs, and a fresh count. First pitch from Schaefer just low. Carson doing a nice job trying to frame it up into the zone, but as you're seeing all day, this zone is tight.
Very, very disciplined Northwestern hitters today, and I just don't think that's going to change.
1-0. Outfield playing straight up. Same pitch pretty much, but this one called the strike. Carson, I guess, just gets her call this time.
Yeah, usually that's a ball today, but that time it was a strike.
So it's back up even at 1-1. Sarah Schaefer looks very impressive so far in her first 2 innings of work here. Just trying to get her team back into the dugout, back out on the offensive attack. The 1-1. Same pitch again. Got her looking. Strike 2.
I mean, that is just barely painting the black, and so she's doing a great job putting those right at the knees.
Schaefer's done a great job, as you said, just living on the edges, not really giving these Northwestern hitters anything they can drive, anything they are going to put their bat on. So far has been either a lazy pop-up or just a ground ball. Living low and away. One-two from Schaefer. This one swung on, popped up right down the line in right field, and that's going to drop down. Taking a big lead over first base, and Hoganrod doing a nice job getting it in. That one just barely loops fair. As we said, Sarah Schaefer living low and away. Jordan Rudd just doing a nice job of taking advantage of that, just throwing the hands at it. Didn't really have much power on it. Barely got out of the infield, in fact, but enough to get it down. We're going to have a runner come in for her. So Jordan Rudd's going to head back to the dugout, and coming in for her is going to be Emma Bartz. First time we've seen her today.
Yeah, the batters for Northwestern today have adjusted during at-bats very well. Not just after.
As the umpire quick checks in with the Michigan dugout to make sure they got that substitution. It's going to be Newport up at the plate. Morgan Newport, 1 for 3 on the day. Grounded out her first time up, at a single back in the 4th. Here we go. Fresh count. 2 outs, 1 runner on base. First pitch swung on, popped up out of the stadium. Strike 1.
First time I've seen any pitch from Sarah Schaefer really catch that much of the plate.
0-1 is the count. Schaefer taking her time, looking at that wrist coach. 1 runner on, first base runner we've seen since Sarah Schaefer entered the game. Second pitch, a called strike. So Schaefer now up 0-2 in this count. Morgan Newport way behind.
And his battery, it takes a lot of guts to try to hit really close to that plate where your stance is at very tight next to that plate.
Bart's over there on first base. 0-2 on the way from Schaefer. Just misses the outside corner. Carson got up right into her stance, ready to throw if Bart's did go.
I mean, they're so close to that plate that almost looked like inside.
So Schaefer still in the driver's seat here. Count sits at 1-2. Michigan just 1 out, 1 strike away really from getting back on the offensive attack in a last-ditch effort to take the lead. This one hit on the ground, back to Schaefer. Routine ground ball. And we're headed to the bottom of the 7th. Michigan in need of 3 to tie it. 4 for the win. Sarah Schaefer, through 2 innings of work, looked fantastic.
Absolutely.
Northwestern kind of had Megan Bobian's number there for a minute. Sarah Schaefer doing a great job coming in, changing things up. Only let up 1 hit in 2 innings of work, and that 1 hit was also the only base runner.
Yeah, if I would have to give a player of the game to one of the Michigan players today, it would definitely be Sarah Schaefer. She's done a very, very good job in those 2 innings.
So due up for the Wolverines is going to be 2, 3, 4, Natalia Rodriguez, Lou Allen, and Julia Jimenez. The 3 of them combined yet to have a hit so far today. Natalia Rodriguez has reached base twice. Was hit by a pitch in the bottom of the 1st inning. Walked in the bottom of the 4th. Was caught stealing both times. Jordan Rudd has just been showing off the arm behind the plate today. It is going to be Danielle Williams back out there on the mound. So Williams going to look to go the distance here. Michigan down 4-1. Michigan 1 run on 2 hits. That lone run coming on a solo shot from Taylor Bump.
Yeah, this inning definitely, Michigan's probably not going to be. I think they're going to continue to take some pitches, but I think they're going to be a little bit more cautious of what's thrown across the plate, because I think they by time now they know what Danielle Williams has, and I think anything that's around the corner, I think they're going to swing.
As I said, 2, 3, 4 due up for the Wolverines, and then after that it's going to be Carson, Essman, and Hoganrod. Michigan down 4-1. They need 3 to tie and send it to extras. 4 or more for the win. These teams very close in overall record. Michigan 21-4, Northwestern 21-7.
Definitely would be a big win for Michigan today if they could come back. This would feel very much of a big win.
And here we go. And Natalia Rodriguez stepping into the box now. Hitting .692 as a leadoff hitter. First pitch, watches it go by, called strike 1.
Been the forte for her today. Just putting it across the plate for strike 1.
Michigan has been a very selective hitting team so far today. Pitch number 2 on the way. This one looked similar, but just a little bit high, so count's going to even out 1-1. Natalia Rodriguez, the switch hitter, is hit from the right side all 3 times today. As the sun is almost completely set here. The 1-1. This one swung on, popped up, shallow right field. Can they get over there? No, they can't. It's going to go into foul territory, though. Newport covered a lot of ground for that one, but couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, nice timing. Just got a little under it right there.
So Danielle Williams is out in front. The count is 1-2. Rodriguez going to have to protect the plate here with 2 strikes. Lou Allen in the on-deck circle. The 1-2 to Natalia Rodriguez. This one low and in the dirt. Got away from Williams.
Let me give credit to Danielle Williams. She's looked sharp through every inning. It's not really like she's being rattled even after that home run.
The 2-2. That one just misses outside. Rodriguez
Wow.
Really selective there at the plate, showing great discipline and great awareness of the strike zone. The Michigan crowd is on its feet here at Alumni Field. 3-2 is the count. No outs, no runners on. This one check swing and rings her up. Great pitch from Williams. Change up, got her looking.
That's just a tough situation for a batter. You don't know if you should swing, and you don't know if you should take it.
Great pitch there from Danielle Williams.
You almost rather like to be trying to protect the plate rather than being up 3-2 in the count.
It's going to bring up Lou as we hear Lou chants. Lou Allen stepping into the box now, trying to keep her Wolverines alive. First pitch outside for ball one. Julia Jimenez in the on-deck circle. Lou 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today. She watches pitch number 2 go by, low and in the dirt. So hitters count for Lou Allen, 2-0.
They plop one in the right center field gap over there.
Michigan getting to the end of their rope here. They're down 3. The last inning worked. This one swung on. Lazy line drive over to second base. Nice play by Lewis to get the out. Rachel Lewis, nice job fielding that off one bounce. Flips it over to Nikki Cochran at first base. And Michigan now, it is desperation time. 2 outs, nobody on, and Julia Jimenez stepping to the plate now. Michigan down 3. They need 3 to tie and send it to extras.
Yeah, all day today Michigan has been, seemed like they've been timing it well. It's just they're just not putting solid contact with the ball.
Fresh count to Jimenez. She watches pitch number 1 go by, called strike 1.
That's one thing they're going to have to, I think, learn after today is try to, at least with Danielle Williams in the future, try to get ahead by swinging at that first pitch because most likely it's a strike.
0-1 on the way. This one hit
That's a hit.
to shallow right field, and covering a lot of ground is Rachel Lewis, and that's going to do it. Jimenez put a bat on the ball, but Lewis covers a lot of ground, showing off the speed to make the play. So Northwestern takes game 1 of this weekend series 4-1. Story of the game today, Danielle Williams, dominant from the pitcher's circle, only giving up 2 hits and 1 run to Michigan. That 1 run coming on a solo homer from Taylor Bump. Michigan just had no answer to Danielle Williams.
Yeah, that ends a big win streak for Michigan as well.
But as both teams head to their huddles, that is going to do it for WCBN Sports coverage of Michigan softball here from Alumni Field. We will be back tomorrow morning for game 1 of the doubleheader. That will be played at noon instead of the original 1 o'clock. But that is going to do it. My name has been Charlie Brigham. Alongside me, Ryan Buchmann. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in. We're going to leave you like we always do with a good night and a Go Blue.